Hello, welcome back. I hope you are doing well. I'm so excited for this video because honestly, I've just really been needing some time to unplug a little bit, do my cozy hobbies, and just do all the things that I love. I am so excited for this video because we are just going to be spending a cozy night in, which is honestly the best thing to do. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I will choose a cozy night in over pretty much everything, and so it's only fitting that we're doing this today. Lately, I've just had a lot of stuff on my plate. I've been working a lot. I'm in the middle of a big but exciting life transition, and I feel like when that happens, the best thing that I can do is just take a night to myself to do all of my favorite activities, and I know my therapist will be proud of me. But anyways, I know it's good for my mental health because I always feel so refreshed after I just take some time to do all the things that I love that are purely for me, and so I figured I would take you along with me today because they're my favorite days of the week, and so I had to share them with you. So it's just going to be a cozy night filled with crocheting, knitting, and all sorts of other fun stuff. So feel free to grab your crochet project, your knitting project, a cup of tea, or whatever you need, and let's just hang out and have some fun. My goal is that by the end of this video, you and me both are feeling refreshed and ready to take on whatever the week is gonna throw at us. So as of right now, I think my plan for this evening is to block my first pair of socks. I've never done that before. I'm honestly a little embarrassed to admit I've never really blocked anything, so we're gonna try that together, and I figure we can start with that so that we can see how they look by the time they're done blocking at the end of the night. I'm gonna show you my new crochet pattern that I am so excited about, and don't tell my other crochet patterns this, but I think this is my new favorite, and I know a lot of you have already seen it over on Instagram and you love it, so it just makes me really excited. But I'm gonna show you on here, and I'm really excited. Did I mention I was excited? I need new adjectives. Like seriously, if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments because I'm not very creative with my adjectives. That's one thing you will notice about me over time. I also want to do a little bit of gem painting. That's been one of my new favorite ways to unwind recently. I got this gem painting kit, and I have a little bit more left in one of the paintings that I'm doing, and I figured we can finish that up together. I also want to cast on a new pair of socks, even though I already have one that is in progress right now, which is not a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I want to. I also have to show you a bunch of new yarn that I received recently that is so beautiful. You can probably see it behind me. There's just gonna be all sorts of fun stuff, so make sure you're subscribed and let's get into it. So you might have noticed recently that my yarn wall is looking very well stocked, and that is thanks to Arcane Fiberworks. They actually sent me this ginormous package of hand-dyed yarn, which seriously is like the most kind thing because, as you know, I love hand-dyed yarn, and I'm just so grateful. I mean, you can kind of already get a glimpse at how beautiful these colors are, so I want to share some of them with you because I have a feeling you're gonna love them too. So here's the first one. This is called Down to Earth. I'm planning on making my husband a pair of socks with this. This color is called Where the Wind Blows, and I was thinking that maybe we can cast on a new pair of socks with this yarn tonight. I'm also planning on making my husband a sweater with this colorway because I have so much of this yarn. This is the color Whispers from the Woods. I think it is so gorgeous, and I just love all the earthy tones. They're like right up my husband Ryan's alley. So that might have to be something I do for our anniversary, which is coming up very quickly. They also sent over this color called Colored Greens, and I think there's enough here to make a cardigan, so I definitely want to do that soon. This is another gorgeous one. This is called Serenity, and this is in the DK weight. Arcane Fiberworks seriously are just some of my favorite indie dyers because their yarn is so soft and squishy, and I just love all of the different colorways they offer. It's seriously the most beautiful thing ever. Seeing my yarn wall all stocked up like this is seriously a dream come true. Like, I'm so grateful to them, and if you're interested in trying hand-dyed yarn, I highly recommend them. I'll leave a link to their website below in case you're curious, but they're seriously my favorite. Oh, this yarn is also from Arcane Fiberworks. This is called Jungle Waters. I mean, I think this is so pretty. I could barely resist this colorway. Like, I've already worn these a time or two, but we need to block them. We're gonna go do that right now. Need some water before we get started. So naturally, I think I need to research on YouTube for how to block my socks. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and then we're gonna kind of just jump into it, and we're just gonna have to go with it and see what happens, you know? Block, knit, socks with wool wash. This is perfect. Okay, so good news. It looks fairly simple. I think the only thing we need to do that I wasn't expecting is the socks have to sit in a bowl of water for like 15 minutes. So I'll show you my little crochet project while we do that. So this might be my weirdest tripod yet, but I'm currently using an Apple to hold my phone up while I'm recording right now. But the 15 minutes has officially started. Our socks are sitting in the bowl and just having a good time in there. I don't know exactly why it needs to be in there for 15 minutes, but when that's done, we will continue on with the socks. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for the 15 minutes to be up, I figured I would show you my new crochet pattern. And as I mentioned, this is one that I am very excited about. So without further ado, here it is. I don't even know what without further ado means. I feel like that's such a YouTube thing to say. I feel like everyone says that on YouTube. So don't ever let me say that again. Anyways, as I was saying, this is Paul the Pigeon. He is my newest bird crochet pattern design, and you might have noticed if you've seen my crochet patterns that lately I've been having a thing for designing birds. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I just find them so awkward and funny, and there's just so much funny potential with little bird crochet patterns. So this is Paul, and you know, he isn't just an ordinary pigeon. He's a pretty well-traveled pigeon. So not only is Paul just an adorable pigeon, but he's also a fancy little artist pigeon with his beret. And then he's also a cowboy pigeon. I haven't secured these to his head, but when he's got his cowboy hat on, he's just in his Beyonce Texas Hold'em era. Remy also likes him, which is a good sign. So I'm currently still in the process of writing this pattern. I just have a little bit more to do, and then it's going to go over to my tech editor, and then we're gonna have a tester call, and I'm so excited about this one. I just really love him. I love all the different colors, and I don't know if I'll ever run out of ideas for bird crochet patterns. They're just some of my favorite things, and I just appreciate all of your love and support for the bird patterns. This has to be my most well-received pattern yet, and for that, I am just so grateful, because it's just so nice when my favorite crochet pattern is also sounding like it's going to be your guys' favorite as well, because we just get each other, you know? Pigeons and pigeons with berets and cowboy hats, I mean, we get each other. It's good. It's good. I love it. But now I'm just waiting for my socks. Maybe we'll make another pigeon soon. I definitely want to make a few more before the pattern goes live. Plus they're just so fun and simple, and I feel like you could play around with these colors so much too. So maybe we'll do that today. But honestly, I'm dying to cast on a new sock. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm gonna show you my current sock that I'm knitting. This is, I don't know what that noise is. I always hear that noise in our house. I think it's something to do with one of the light bulbs. So weird. I don't know what it is. As I was saying, I'm gonna show you this sock that I'm knitting for my husband right now. I'm using the Premier Fruits watermelon colored yarn, and it's really pretty. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm kind of concerned because this is like a 92% acrylic yarn, and then there's a couple percent of some other like elasticy fiber in there. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Remy wants to join us. He just loves yarn, so he's hanging out. But I'm not sure exactly what that other fiber is, and I have heard that socks made out of acrylic tend to not breathe as well. I do love that this is a self-striping yarn, so it just makes this really cool effect as you work up the sock. I think it's cool because it's like a watermelon. So I'm not sure. I think obviously I'm going to finish it, but one skein of yarn only makes you one sock, it sounds like. So I'm definitely gonna have to order another skein of this eventually. So I don't know, but then I definitely prefer working with wool when I'm making socks, of course. I mean, it's the go-to. So I think what I'm gonna do is I might just put this on, I don't even know what this is called. Like when I tell you I'm new to knitting, I'm not kidding, but I think I might put this sock onto one of these so that I can use these needles to to work on another pair of socks tonight. I think that's the plan. But I still really do love this yarn, and the main thing is that my husband, Ryan, really likes it too because he's the one that's gonna be wearing it. So I don't know, I think I might just take a break from it. There's something about knowing that I don't have enough yarn to finish the second sock that makes me lose motivation to keep working on it. Also, I mean, you saw all that. There's that noise again. You're getting a glimpse into what my evenings alone look like. I'm just like, what was that noise? As I was saying, you saw all that yarn that Arcane Fiberworks sent me, so obviously I want to cast on a new project. I mean, it's so beautiful, so it's only right that we do that together. But with all of that being said, I believe the 15 minutes is up on our socks, so we can get back to it and finish blocking them. Excuse me, sir. I think I need you to get away from the wool wash. I don't think that's for you. I don't think that's your journey. Okay? Yeah. Wow, they already feel so soft. Excuse me, Remy. So I regret getting the sock blockers that don't have the little hanger on the end of them because now I don't know where to hang these. My first thought is just to keep doing this to dry them out. I was hoping to do different things tonight, honestly. I don't know, maybe we can take some yarn and put it through this hole and then tie it onto something. I feel like everyone who knits is gonna be in the comments like, Annie, what are you doing? But besides that dilemma, my initial thoughts are that these feel so much softer after the wool wash. I don't know exactly what wool wash does, but it definitely did something because these are so soft and also they smell so good. Like, it's ridiculous how good these smell. Oh, they're so cute. These are like my pride and joy. Okay, so here's my idea. I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but I put the socks in between the screen and the glass. So that way they're being aired out, but they're still propped up. I don't know, maybe this is a bad idea. We moved Remy's cat tree over here because he just got another one, and it's so funny because he always peeps his head out like this whenever I'm standing in the bathroom. So here's his other cat tree that was in the living room. Now we have it right here and he loves it. And then this is his new one from Amazon. This one is only $30 in this dark gray color, and honestly I don't mind it because the other ones were like way more expensive for a different color. And he loves it, so that's what matters. So my initial plan when I was going to cast on some socks tonight was to make some for myself because I like hand knit socks, but also I want to make some for my husband. And who knows at this point if I'm gonna finish the watermelon sock because again, my problem is that I really like wool yarn and I feel like he deserves a pair of wool socks. So I think that we need to cast on a pair for him instead of me because he deserves them. And I already have a pair, so it seems only fair to make the guy some socks, right? But now that poses an issue because originally I was going to cast on this for myself because this just feels more like my vibe rather than Ryan's. So now I don't know what to do. I'm going to show you the other options. So this is the first option, and I've been meaning to make a pair of socks with this for a while now because I just love these colors. I just feel like it would be so fun to see how this works up. There's just so many colors in here. This is from Dusk to Dawn Fibers. I absolutely love their yarn. I actually just ordered some more of it. Oh, so I don't know. That's our first option, which is very fun. They're all fun. That's the problem, is they're all fun. I don't know. This is the other one. See, I'm gravitating towards this one because to me, this screams Ryan. Like, he loves the greens and the browns, and also the color is called Down to Earth. And my husband, if there's one thing you should know about him, he's very down to earth. So this might be the one. I think, it's probably the one. This is like the ultimate man sock color, but also anyone's sock color. I would love a pair of socks with this, but I think we're gonna have to do this for him. Thanks for helping me work through that. I think I've decided, as you might be able to have noticed, that we're gonna use this one, okay? Okay. I don't know if I'm the only one with this problem, but sometimes I see specific colorways of hand-dyed yarns and they make me want to watch certain movies. Like, for example, this one is making me want to watch Lord of the Rings. It's just so, like, I don't know, it's just making me feel like a hobbit or something. That's what's so fun about hand-dyed yarn is you just get to like see the inspiration and it inspires you and it's just like, it's the best. I am being vulnerable here and you are not allowed to make fun of me, okay? The way that I wind my yarn is probably a little bit different than what you've seen. And you know, part of that is because it's what works for me, but the other part is because for whatever reason, I'm just very opposed to buying a Swift. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, but I have not. And when you don't have a Swift to wind yarn, which if you don't know is like the little spinny thing that spins your yarn around for you, it's not the easiest thing in the world. You know, I have my own way of doing it that requires $0. And you're gonna see that in a second. I don't know, maybe I'm not the only one that winds their yarn this way. You're gonna have to let me know what you think when you see what I'm doing in a second, but this is what I do, and I've never seen anyone else do it this way. I've seen the chair technique and I've seen a bunch of other stuff like that, but honestly, nothing works for me quite as well as just putting it around my neck does. So I literally just do this. And then basically all you have to do is this movement probably, I don't know, 100 times and make sure it doesn't get stuck on your hair. I'm so excited to see how this works up. I absolutely love this colorway, but I'm gonna go ahead and cast on. Because I have Remy in my lap. Like, how am I supposed to move with this guy sitting right here? He is fast asleep, so I think I might be stuck here for a while. But I did finish the cup of the sock, and as time has gone on, I have definitely gotten faster with my knitting abilities. I want to say it's been maybe like an hour and a half, which still, it takes a while, but I'm pretty happy with this progress. So now I need to eat some dinner, and then I think we should do some gem painting. I mentioned earlier I started one the other day, and I have a little bit left to do on it, so I figure we can finish it up together. I'm so excited. I love gem painting. If you've never tried gem painting, I am about to convince you to try it because seriously, it's like the most relaxing thing ever. It's so perfect. And I'm watching Love is Blind right now, so it's gonna be like the perfect thing to do while I'm watching this crazy show. If you've watched Love is Blind, I feel like we need to talk about it in the comments because like what is happening? So this is my little seahorse gem painting, and I finished the seahorse, but I need to do the little, what is this? Seaweed? It's like a pink seaweed thing. I want to finish this part because I love this, and these are so fun. I want to show you a couple of the other ones that I've done so far. The pack came with all of these, so look how cute. It's like little fish. This is the one Ryan did, this puffer fish. I think it's so funny. And then this is my lobster. This is a lobster, right? Yeah. For a second, I thought this was a shrimp. So I did this one. I think I did this last week. And then I also did this jellyfish one. And I think it's so cute. They're so fun. And they're seriously just such a good way to unwind. So I figure we can work on finishing up my seahorse one together right now. I finished my seahorse. This is so fun. I seriously just feel like it's the perfect activity, especially for a little cozy night in. I highly recommend these. They're so fun. I honestly want to make another one, but I also want to knit. And this is another problem that I have, is that I just have too many hobbies to the point where I never know which one to do and when to do it because they all sound equally fun. Let me know if you have similar issues, because I know it doesn't sound like a real issue, but it kind of is, because at any given moment I could play Sims, I could crochet, I could knit, I could do gem painting, and the list just keeps growing. So yeah, it's kind of bad. So I'm watching the season finale of Love is Blind, and it is absolutely crazy. This is like the first season I've really ever watched of this show, like all the way through.
I don't think it's responsible for me to say I do.
What? Wait, they can say no? Oh no. No way. Oh my god. Wait, I didn't know they could say no. It's wild. But in other news, my socks are done, and look at how cute they are. I'm really excited to try them on, and they still smell so good. I love this smell. Look at them. They're so much softer. Why is it not focusing? I cannot sit like this anymore. I'm sorry. These are so soft. I'm seriously in love. I highly recommend using Wool Wash. It seriously changed these socks. Like, they are so insanely soft and they smell amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm just so excited about this. And I, as you know, am obsessed with knitting socks. So I just want to keep doing this like forever and ever and ever. Not gonna lie, I was completely influenced and I had to get these Uggs. I know everybody has these right now, but I thought they would be so cute to wear with my knit socks. And now I need to make a bunch of different socks to wear with these because I'm seriously obsessed with them. Thank you so much for spending a cozy night in with me. I hope you enjoyed it. This is seriously just one of my favorite things to do when I'm in need of just a little recharge, a little refresh. I love doing all my hobbies and just taking some time for myself. And hopefully this has inspired you to do the same, because I seriously think it's just one of the best things you can do for your mental health, is giving yourself a moment to relax. And I think it's just so important to remember that you are worthy of rest. Rest is not something that you have to earn. It's really important that you give yourself time to rest and reconnect with the things that bring you peace. And you know, I'm mainly speaking to myself here because it's something I'm really bad at, but hopefully together we can get better at it if you're also struggling with that. But with all of that being said, I'm gonna drink my tea. I'm gonna finish up Love is Blind. I hope you have a wonderful and relaxing rest of your week, no matter what you have going on. I'm wishing you peace and lots of relaxation and lots of time with your hobbies. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the content that I share here on my channel, definitely make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future content from me. And also, you should give this video a like because Evie turned 3 years old 2 days ago. So happy late birthday, Evie. Don't worry, she was very celebrated. But with all of that being said, I will see you next Monday. Bye.